What's up everybody? So for today's video, I'm going to be making Asian rice pudding. The last couple of days I was kind of thinking, I really want some rice pudding, but I don't want the usual thing, I want a different take on it. So I did some research and I actually found Boo Boo Injin, which I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing. But it's a Balinese rice pudding that actually uses black rice. I decided to put my own twist on it, and to start off, this is what I'm using. I'm gonna zoom in on that. That's all we had at home because we've been getting healthy. My workout now, that's my life. At the end of the summer, I'm gonna look like Cristiano Ronaldo. Exactly like him. The other star of the dish is this. It's called jaggery. I know it's a lot darker than you would expect normal jaggery, for those of you who know what it is. For those of you who don't, this is basically a non-centrifugal form of cane sugar that's eaten all across Asia and South America. I studied up on this. Yeah, and basically it has several health benefits because we are trying to make it more healthier. And it's a great antioxidant. It detoxifies the body. It also helps with constipation, which I'm sure that's why you guys are here on my channel. Don't worry, I got you guys. Using this as well as some coconut milk, so it's gonna be vegan as well. We're gonna be adding some nuts, some cool stuff like toasted coconut at the end. So watch to see how that gets made. So here are all the ingredients you're gonna need for this recipe. Starting off from left to right, the organic red rice that I mentioned a couple of seconds back earlier in this video. Next up is the black jaggery, which I also mentioned, and you're basically gonna need to play around with how much you add because you don't want it to be too sweet. Next up is the coconut cream, which is gonna add some creaminess to this recipe, followed by the green cardamom pods, 3 of them, and then a handful of raw cashew nuts that we're going to be adding some crunch to it. Next up is the cinnamon powder, followed by the coconut oil to help with the cooking of the rice. Next up is the garnish, the toasted coconut right here, followed by the bruised mango that's going to add some freshness to this dish. You can also add apricot and mint. But get your rice into a bowl, cover it with water, and then move it around like how I did right here. This is going to help get all the excess starch out of the rice, but also maintain the nutrients in it. Drain it and then do this 2 more times, and this is going to be the perfect way to wash your rice. Go ahead and add it to your pressure cooker, and if it is on the gas, then make sure that you add a little bit of water with the rice to stop it from burning. Next up, add half a tablespoon of coconut oil, followed by 2 cups of water that I've measured out, followed by a liberal pinch of salt. Next up, close your pressure cooker, cook it on high until the knob comes up or until it whistles. When it does, you can basically turn it down to 5 and then wait for 5 more minutes or 5 more whistles before you turn it down to 3, and then give it 3 more minutes and then it'll be done. You can take it off the gas and wait for it to cool. In this case, wait for the knob to come down like this, and then you can open it up, and here is the rice perfectly cooked. Give it a good mix before you go in with your coconut cream. Give it a good mix and then turn it back onto the heat. Just make sure that the heat is nice and low. Give it a good mix so that it looks like this, and before you go in with your black jaggery, which is going to change the color of this, but also go in with your cashew nuts and your cardamom powder, followed by the cardamom seeds, followed by the cinnamon powder. Next up, give it a good mix and keep it on the gas until your jaggery melts like this. It's going to change the color, make it nice and dark, and once it's all melted, you can take it off the gas and serve up. Here I'm just putting it up into a nice bowl for the Instagram picture, and then after I've basically ladled in 2 spoons, I go in with the chopped mango that I just diced up a couple of seconds back, followed by the toasted coconut, and I added a lot of this because it does give a bit of a chew and a bit of a crunch, followed by the apricots, and then a couple of sprinkles of mint. See the finished product, topped with some bruised mango, topped with some apricots as well as some toasted coconut. And the reason why the mango looks like this is because it was a lot cheaper because it was a lot more bruised. We did taste a piece and it tasted pretty great, and I think so much of food is wasted because it doesn't look good, even though it's amazing in taste. And so that's why I decided to put this in. So now I'm gonna give it a try, let you know what I think. mango is so sweet. You can't even tell that it is like basically it doesn't look like mango, and it looks a lot browner, but it tastes exactly like how you want like the perfect piece of mango to taste. The mint in there completely like cleanses the palate. Like I mentioned that the jaggery was sweet, but the amount I put was perfect because it hasn't made it sweet, which is great. It's like the perfect amount of sweetness. I will comment down below with the link. I'll try and find it on Amazon so you guys can try it out and let me know what you think. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And my dad actually informed me that I've been doing this wrong because I keep saying that the subscription box is up when it's not, it's actually down. So click on it if you like more videos by me. See you next week.